What's going on, YouTube? Well, it's Palupasaurus here, back with another haul video. Nothing crazy, man. Nothing real key. I mean, there's some key books throughout, but nothing super major grail stuff. But I have been to a couple conventions since the last time that I made a video. Went through a Monster Mania con over here in Jersey. I hit these conventions because really no matter what it is, they're always selling comic books, man. And sometimes you just come across some cool stuff. But I met some some really cool actors that were there, and I'll get to all that stuff. But yeah, first book that I got here, guys, is God Country. This is kind of a hot book right now. I picked this up weeks ago. Yeah, beautiful book, great story. I love like the barbaric stuff of this shit. I love that stuff. I picked up this book, Extremity. There was one per store. It was kind of crazy how I came across this book. I had called my buddy that owns the comic book store, and I just called him to wish him a happy birthday, and it happened to be a Wednesday. And then we started bullshit, and I really haven't been picking up new stuff. I mean, I just haven't. You know, I haven't been purchasing like, 10, 15 books to read because everything that they're putting out anymore is just shit. So I read a lot of independents. I'm starting to read trades and stuff now. But I was like, hey man, anything cool come in? Kind of just, joking with him because he knows I haven't been in buying Wednesday books. And he was like, I actually have one book that's sold out. It was called Extremity, and I didn't know anything about it. He's like, I got one left that's a variant. He's like, I'll give it to you for cost. I was like, oh, cool, man. Thank you so much, dude. So he put it aside for me, and I picked that up. And then I went to a comic book store a little ways away from here, and they had like 10 copies of that. So I picked that up too, the regular cover. But yeah, this is a one per store variant, the gold foil Extremity. Yeah, so there's only one per store that got these. Happy to pick that up. I didn't know anything about it. It's pretty cool. So I went to a Monster Mania convention just last weekend, last Saturday. I met the artist of 68 there, Jeff Zorno. Really nice guy, nice enough, Charged me some money for this. I overpaid for it, but it's still pretty dope. I mean, no complaints. I've had worse. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I picked this up for $1 at an LCS. This was new. Everything that I got here in this little bit here, oh no, they're a little mixed up. But yeah, this was $1. They were 4 books for what was it? $5. $5 for 4 books. I think that's what it was. So I picked this up. First appearance of the Vigilante, New Teen Titans Annual number 2. Right? Yes, number 2. I've never had this book. I've always skipped on it. And for $1, $1.25, I couldn't beat it. So it's in good shape. I gotta change the bag. I picked this up at the convention that I was just at. Superman's pal, New Jimmy Olsen. This is a Kirby and Neil Adams cover. I got this book and this book. Oh, no, it wasn't that one. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, this and this for $10. Everything that was in the box was 50% off, and he had I think a $4 sticker or $2 sticker on this and a 20 on this, and I said, would you do 10 for the pair? And he was like, yeah. So I got this, Kirby, Neil Adams, like I said. I just love that Kirby Superman. It's awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. And then the Ben Grimm cover. I love this Kirby cover. I never had this, and heck of a deal, man. I'll pay that every day. And it's in good shape, too. Everything's clean on it. Colors are vibrant. Love that cover. And I picked this up at a flea market because it was like 70 degrees out here. I was golfing last week. Today there's a friggin' snowstorm upon us. I think we got about, 6 inches of sleet. It was pretty crazy. We were supposed to get like 20 inches of snow or something, but It looks like it's going to be a sleet thing. So off from work today, and here we are. But I can't believe how warm it was last week. 2 weeks ago in February, I was golfing. I was going to flea markets. People were out in shorts and t-shirts. It was crazy, man. And now this, right? So I went to a flea market and I picked up the question number 17. This is the first appearance of Rorschach. I was at a convention and my buddy couldn't make it, Captain Cola. I believe it was his wife's birthday or something. So he called me and said, "Look, man, I'm down at the flea market over here, and I picked up some really nice Spawn stuff." And I was like, "Really cool, man. I'm gonna stop down there because this con that I'm at sucks." So I headed down there, and I guess he just skipped over it. I called him and I'm like, "What were you doing, man? You missed the boat on that." He was like, "I thought it was something. I was gonna call you. I didn't have time." So I picked it up. It was $1. I got this for $1. Really happy. And the guy there was trying to sell me something that wasn't worth anything, like a 25-cent comic he wanted $5 for. And I'm going, I was like, "I'll take the lot off you for $10. And he's like, no. And I was like, "Well, this is $1, right?" And he's like, "Yep." And I was like, "Okay. All right, buddy. Thanks." People, man. I can't. Whatever, man. So really happy to pick that book up. I picked this up at an LCS. This is New Mutants number 18, the first appearance of New Warlock. Yeah. All right. Action Comics 894. This would be the first appearance of Death in DC continuity. This is a variant. I don't remember if it's a 1 in 25 or 1 in 50. I picked this book up a little while ago, like maybe a month and a half ago. I actually like the original cover to that book better. X Factor number 19. First Horseman. I love that cover. Clean book. Brigade number 1. Why would I pick this up? This is the gold copy of this. I don't know if it's really considered a variant. I guess it would be, or if it's a second printing, but it's just a gold foil. That's what's different about it. That's what makes it a little more sought after. So I picked that up. And at the terrible convention I was at a couple weeks ago, I found this in a dollar bin. Unity number 1, gold foil. It's hard to find these Valiant gold foils. If you see them, man, pick them up. They're out there. It's like a $10 book. Daredevil, Here Comes the Man Without Fear, Daredevil, number 21. This is the first appearance of the Superior Spider-Man. Inexpensive book. You can still pick this up for really next to nothing, as I did, and every time I see it, I will pick it up. All the rest of this stuff is pretty much dollar bin stuff, guys. Just Action Comics, George Perez cover. DC Comics presents number 51. This is the second appearance of Masters of the Universe, or He-Man. And I picked this Wonder Woman number 297 up because there is a 15-page bonus of a He-Man story in here. He-Man came out in DC Comics presents, I forget the number. This is his first appearance of He-Man. That came out July of '82. Him and Superman on the cover. And then this came out October, right? His second appearance, and then you see him here in November of '82. And I really like that Wonder Woman cover. I actually stacked a bunch of books that were Wonder Woman books there, and I kind of hid them away, so when next time I go back there, I'm going to pick them up. There's a whole stack of them. I think it's like 290 through this, or 290 through 298, except for this, because this is the only one that I had cash on me to pick up that day. All dollar stuff. This was $10 book. I think he gave me a percentage off. It might have been $8. The Incredible Hulk and Wolverine number 1. I still got to put this in a different bag. Beautiful book. World's Finest This is a Millennium comic. This was a $1 book also. When you see these, pick these up, man. This book is actually worth some money. You know, it go from 10 all the way to 100 they sell for, so depends on condition. And that's not in too bad condition, probably VF. Walking Dead Weekly #1 in the same store. Cheap, man. And this book goes for some money too. I'll never get the other one. The Sensational She-Hulk #40. The Naked issue. Got this for $1. Look for it. If you see it, pick it up. This book is in mint. Like, I don't get stuff graded. I'm not a big slab guy, but this is slab worthy, man. Let me tell you. I mean, there is nothing wrong with this book. Not a dink, dent, nothing. No dings on the spine. It's square. It's beautiful. And I read this. This is actually a really good read. So, yeah, really clean, man. Really nice to have that. Got this for $1. First appearance of Isis. This is Shazam #25. $1. You can see it's got the $3 sticker on it. I don't know. Golden Age. We did some Atomic Mouse. 1956 or 54 this came out. I saw this there. I bought this because I got this for like next to nothing. But then he wanted a little bit of money for this book. Mighty Mouse #2. He wanted $30 for this book, and I was like, $30? And I don't know why I left it there. So the next day I drove back and picked it up, because when the hell do you see a Mighty Mouse #2? I mean, and the colors are vibrant. It's beautiful. It's chewed up a little bit at the bottom. Well, a lot of it. You can see it's rounded, but it's all together. I mean, staples are intact. Really happy to own this book. Really cool. I think this is probably my favorite book that I picked up through the whole haul. Maybe like a top, I don't know, 50 book in my collection. Like, I love this book. This is awesome. I used to love this cartoon when I was a kid. And then I picked up this slab book on my birthday, which was about a month ago. All-Star Batman and the Boy Wonder #1. This is signed by Jim Lee, Frank Miller, Alex Sinclair at the Wizard World in Chicago in '05. It's a 9/8, and the only reason why I picked it up is because of Frank Miller's signature. Some people hate him, some people love him. It doesn't matter. I think he's a legend in the comic book industry and will be for quite some time. So, and he doesn't sign too often, I don't believe. So yeah, that's what I picked up in my haul, guys. There's a couple more things that I did get at that con. I picked this up. I met Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, Johnny from Karate Kid, and their sensei of Cobra Kai Dojo, and kind of rapped with them for a minute, man. It was pretty cool. Ralph Macchio, "You're the best around," "Sweep the leg," Johnny, and "No Mercy" down the bottom, so that was really neat. Guys, this is really why I'm making this video. I'm gonna have to readjust to do this, but I got some original artwork here, and this original artwork is by Tom Rainey, the pencils, and Scott Hanna is the inker, and Scott Hanna is been an inker for quite some time. This is the page, an original page from Marvel, Annihilation Conquest #6, page 17. And if you know what that is, it is the first appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy that we know today. So I have some original artwork here that I thought was really awesome. I got this from my fiance for a couple weeks ago. She got it for me, and I mean, I couldn't tell you how excited and happy I was. It hangs on my wall. I see it every day. So yeah, man, this is my haul, guys. I hope everybody's doing well in the community. Stay positive out there, man. There's a lot of negative bullshit going around, and I say fuck them all. If you just kind of bypass that shit and get into the things that are really important to you, family, friends, the people that you love, dude, all the other bullshit that's on TV don't matter. So keep it positive, guys, and Paloopasaurus will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.